Hello, Wastelanders. Welcome to the Initiative Order and welcome to Vault. My name is April Hill. I am the overseer for this campaign. This is a Fallout TTRPG using the 2D20 system by Modiphius, set in the Texas Wasteland in 2177. Before we get into tonight's game, let's meet our wonderful players. My friends, take it away, Ash.
Hi guys, I'm Utahime. You can find me at Utahime Cosplay on Facebook, Instagram, here on Twitch, where I occasionally stream myself, and Brianna DeCosta on Twitter. And there you can see all the things that I'm up to, because I'm involved with various TTRPG things and D&D as well, including tomorrow, where you can catch me on DM_screening for Ecrium Expeditions, the prologue, not epilogue, what am I talking about? Prologue for
the story's over. Yeah.
My character, Finara, and also to one half of Dragon Rock RPG design, Renee Beauregard is playing my brother, Perrin Hope Singer, so you definitely want to tune in for that. I play Ash, the super mutant who is very, very, very much displeased with the fact that she had to go into another vault.
Oh, just wait until you get a load of what we've got in store for you tonight. So excited. I'm so excited. All right, and Sugar Cyrus, who is trying to break into the overseer's office.
Because that's where I need to be. Hey, what can I say? It's Jay Cash. You can find me on all social media at Just2Casual, and you can find me on Twitch at Casual Creativity. You can also find me for tomorrow on Gilding Light for the premiere of Season 2, She is the Ancient, which has also just officially been published on DM's Guild. She is the Ancient is a gender-bent Curse of Strahd.
Isn't it fit for like most downloaded or whatever right now? It's like
I think
on the front
so.
page.
It is definitely going pretty intense. And I had the pleasure of working with Beth the Bard, who created it, where it takes not just changing the genders, it changes the story, the narrative, and it really emphasizes breaking the boundaries of sexism, ableism, racism, and so many more elements. So you can check that out tomorrow at 5 p.m. on for Gilding Light, or you can just check out the website at sheistheancient.com for more information on all that wonderful stuff. But for now, today, I am Sugar Cyrus, the ghoulish rock god, soon to be, of the wasteland, spreading love and passion to everyone that I can, and hopefully I'll be able to get out of here with at least more than one of my friends alive. But it wouldn't be the first time I'm the only one to walk out of a vault.
This is true. It's also a little scary. So we've got a raider, a former raider, who is the only one usually left standing after being in a raider gang, and we've got Sugar, who is known to only come out of a vault by oh y'all. Okay. All right. Speaking of Pawn, go ahead, Pawn.
Everyone, my name is D'Angelo Murillo, and I am a tabletop RPG performer. I fight with all of my heart and soul to bring more inclusivity and diversity to our community through events and projects that I create, and even a new tabletop RPG that I'm working on called Emerald Templars. This weekend will actually be a playtest for that series, which 3 of us here will be a part of that and everything. So super nervous about that.
Why do I keep forgetting? It's literally this week.
It's all good. Dude, this is like my 4th night of tabletop RPG stuff, and I have like another one tomorrow night. So like I am, so I feel you. So on Thursday you can find me on Ruin Lapis, which is like the first episode for their thing. But tonight I am Pawn, who's one of my favorite characters ever, who is a former raider. He's buff, he's swole, he's has a beautiful pompadour, and he loves his friends to death and loves pressing buttons, especially when high. And he is trying to be a better person and get like shed off his former raider sort of stuff, but it's hard for him to do so, and he still leans sort of into that. And him and Ash are definitely best friends, so it's good stuff.
All right, and Peggy Sue, also known to be like the last one standing if there's like a fire. Oh my gosh, what is up with y'all? The trend is creepy.
I started that fire, and then I cleaned house.
Help. Doesn't help.
So, hi everybody. Taryn. I'm also known as Valrook on the Instagram and across the socials. I am a tabletop RPG performer and GM here on the Initiative Order. I am the keeper for Far Realms every other Sunday, telling spooky tales that way. And I'm also a dice maker under the moniker of Umbral Oculus Dice. You can catch me on Ko-fi.com/UO_dice. And you can check out my shop there. You can support me there. You can find the link to my TeePublic, and you can get merch because I got shirts and all kinds of stuff now too. There's an Instagram, you do the thing, you do the follow. I've got some really cool collaboration stuff coming up the pipeline. It's pretty fun. They're all in the works and talks and stuff, but I'm just saying they're pretty cool. Tonight I'm playing, Miss Peggy Sue James, and I'm not starting a fire tonight. Instead, I'm hanging out in a hammock. Everyone keeps yelling about stuff, but I'm just hanging out on the beach, huh?
We're all gonna die.
Oh, all
Peggy won't
right.
know the difference.
Yep. Okay, Marcus. Yeah.
I am Justin. I play Mr. Marcus Cole, the slinger of guns, partaker of narcotics, first person into a room, drinker of vodka, and he just got to witness a great show between Ash and Peggy.
Forgot about the wet t-shirt.
Yeah, the wet
Marcus
t-shirt
did not.
contest happened. Alicia, you missed.
So much.
Oh no. It was all good. It was all good. You're here for the shenanigans now. Tipper, take it away. Alicia, tell us about Tipper.
I'm busy over here dancing. I had no idea you were talking about me. I
We
was
can
waiting
tell
for
how tonight's gonna go.
Yeah.
I was like, well, sugar, go ahead. Alrighty. I'm Alicia Marie. I'm Alicia Marie Bowdy on socials. I'm a costume maker and cosplayer, an RPG performer, and tonight I am playing a meatloaf by the name of Tipper. The only reason is because she's literally a home brew. So none of you guys can play her. So that's just it. We came up with her because we transferred into this particular RPG over from D&D. So we had to sort of mod podge sort of her together. But she's not human. She's an artificer, if there was one in this game, and she's very cool. And I have been absent for the last 2 games, so I'm going to be playing catch up tonight. So if I look like I don't know what I'm talking about, it's because I don't.
And you're also high on chems, so it works.
I was
Ow.
about to say
I mean,
it's okay because you're
is that not
super
Tipper's
loud.
natural state of being? Just confused?
And,
Okay.
and not
That's
cool.
good.
The answer's always yes to that question.
Welcome,
And she
Raiders.
poops.
Yes, and she poops. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you so much, Lawful Stupid RPG friends over there. Welcome to the Wasteland. We are playing Fallout Vault, a Fallout TTRPG set in the Texas Wasteland in 2177. And let's get through a few announcements before we dive in. Now that we met all the players. Oh, and by the way, my name's April Hill. You can find me at stiletto_assassin on Instagram, stiletto DM on Twitter, and doing all of kinds of stuff, crafting, painting, playing with my friends, and having all kinds of fun. And sometimes, here on the Initiative Order every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, doing the show right here. So, all right. So we've got our sponsor, Session Zero Clothing, which I was just on their show last weekend. Not this weekend, but last weekend, talking about cool stuff. So you can check that out. It's on their YouTube page now. D&D inspired streetwear. You can use the code ORDER at checkout for 15% off. And Norse Foundry, holy cow, if you check out their Instagram, beautiful dice. You can also go to their shop. They make beautiful artisan dice, and you can use the code TIO15 at checkout for 15% off, as well as roaming player gear. They make amazing tabletop gaming supplies. And of course, it's by our own GotDM, who does I'm blanking all of a sudden. I'm going to make
We're all blanking.
Evermore Tales.
Tales. Why am I blanking? I need more. I need more news of color.
Water.
Evermore Tales here on the Initiative Order. You can use the code Carnaby20 for 20% off the Dice Tower Dice Tray combo set. And we've also got Frank Lloyd Dice. The Kickstarter just ended. Frank Lloyd Dice makes beautiful handcrafted tabletop gaming accessories designed with a mid-century modern aesthetic, like this beautiful dice tray, beautiful dice tower. Although the Kickstarter has now ended, they were able to raise with your generous donations $8,603 to help bring this project to life. And they let me know that they will be there will be a link, or yes, they will be opening up pre-orders soon. So be listening for the next couple of weeks and we will get you a link for that because it's coming. And of course, we've got Mithril Armory, who is our mid-show giveaway sponsor. They make 10 Hedrils that are foldable metal dice puzzles. They come in a flat sheet of metal that you can fold into usable dice. They have some beautiful designs by some amazing artists, and you can get yourself one of these beautiful 1020s by entering the code. Let's see, what do we want? Overseer.
Excuse me.
Overseer in the chat. If you enter Overseer in the chat, you'll be entered in to win one of these beautiful 1020 sets by Mithril Armory. And they also have some pretty cool shirts. I was able to, they posted some really cool shirt designs the other day on their Instagram. And I was like, what? Like really awesome. Yeah. Like some really cool D&D inspired like shirts and stuff. So that was pretty cool. Also, if you like the show, you like what you see, and you want to support your favorite players and your favorite TTRPG on the planet, of course, you know that's us. You can donate. You can tip the players directly by looking at the link below for our Ko-Fi. You can tip us on Ko-Fi. We split all the tips that we get there, and we really appreciate your support. I will be setting up a way where you can give monthly. You can enter a sub if you'd like to. So I will be doing that very soon on our Ko-Fi. We really appreciate your support. And if you want to support the channel, you can also donate bits, and please subscribe. We are currently deciding. We do have a little bit of money saved up from all of the money that we have from our bits and subs accumulated, and we're going to be donating that to some really great charities very soon. So you can check out our Discord if you want to learn more about that. So the money does go to helping charities, and we also help just run streams and create awesome content for you all. So yeah, you can do that either way. We really appreciate the support. All right, so any other fun stuff we got going on? Anybody got anything else? Any announcements? Yes.
The free luck that you were giving us to compensate. No? Okay.
No. We're dying. That's accept your fate.
That's one of your attribute thingies. That's one of your skills. No, I don't give you those. You earn them. All right. Without further ado, let's all get a little wasted. welcome back. Thank you. I know I love our character art so much. We've got a fantastic artist. I should add a link for her in here. I'll do that on Nightbot next time. It's where y'all can have a link to go check her art out because she's absolutely amazing. She does a lot of work with art for Blackwater D&D, some of our friends over there. So yes, amazing artist. Awesome. Okay, last week you are all able to go down into Vault 43. And as you descended down into the elevator and you come out into a hallway, the door closes behind you, gas fills the room, and you all start to feel a little funny. Well, everybody but Sugar. Sugar might have needed a little bit more dosing to feel anything. Tipper, however, felt it double what everyone else was feeling. Very sick, very woozy, very hallucinating, hungry but not hungry. Then started throwing up. It was not pleasant for Tipper. But you all start going out. You start hearing things that aren't there. You start seeing things that aren't there, and you all go out into the hallway after the door opens. And Sugar and Peggy go into a room while everybody else is kind of like going down a hallway. Sugar and Peggy go into a room, the door closes behind them, and they are instructed after finding a key card and swiping it that they are part of a test. They are now the test subjects for this room. Chems start coming through a tube, and they have to match some vocal riffs coming through, which luckily it was Sugar that was in here. Sugar was able to get them out, no problem. But Peggy was hallucinating, freaking out. Everything looked like it was on fire. Wasn't very pleasant, was able to make it out while everyone else was outside, freaking out a little bit too. Marcus eventually goes into another room, gets locked in there by himself, and goes into a tube, which starts filling up with what he thought was vodka, but it wasn't. This is another test room. Chems come through the tube. He is shackled into the tube, and it starts filling with water. He barely makes it out before suffocating by freeing his hands and his neck and then firing off some shots to break the tube. Peggy also was fascinated by some water and burst one of the pipes. So luckily, Marcus might not have made it without Peggy, but neither of them really knew that. She just wanted to break a pipe and see all the lovely water. Ash and Peggy had a nice little wet t-shirt contest while Pond was trying to push all the buttons. And they eventually, Sugar eventually starts just making their way down, looking at all these other rooms, looking for anything important, sees a room with a computer terminal. Nope. Sees a room, another room that has, it looks like it might be another test area. Nope. Makes the room to another test area. And so you eventually make your way and you find the stairs up to the overseer's office. And Pawn follows behind. Pawn is eating some sugar bombs. Sugar is trying to get into the overseer's office. And Ash and Peggy and Marcus and Tipper, you're all looking for a terminal to try to hack in and find more information about this place. And look, there's a room with the computer. So y'all go inside. Ash hooks up her Pip-Boy to the computer. And it does work, kind of. You're able to log in with Daniel's password or passcode swipe, but it triggers the experiment. The door shuts behind you, and the four of you are locked in this room. And the experiment starts. Daddy-O's come in through a tube from the ceiling. Garden of Daddy-O's, and that's where we left off. So we've got Sugar and Pawn currently trying to hack their way into the overseer's office, and we've got Ash and Tipper and Peggy and Marcus in a room with another test. What would you like to do?
So if I put dragon for password, then we can bypass all this, right?
I mean, if that's the password for the hack, you see lines of code come up across the screen, and it's prompting you to hack this computer with the use of Dadios, if you want to. If not, it's totally up to you. It's a difficulty of 1 to hack this first level of the terminal.
Peggy is sitting on the floor, leaning up against the wall, whistling to herself and smiling.
And Tipper's sitting next to her on the floor, just like in like cross-legged style, staring at her like this while she's whistling.
Let's get
Peggy
on with
thinks-
this.
She thinks she's on a beach.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Peggy is in what appears for Peggy to be a hammock.
Ash is gonna try to do the first level, like without. She's not trying to take these drugs. She doesn't trust anything in this vault, and she's just really upset that she's surrounded by idiots. And so she's gonna try to roll to try to hack this.
Okay.
That's a weird way to say friends.
Yeah.
Yep.
That
Different
is
word.
Ash's way of
Same
saying
thing.
friends.
I don't think we're gonna get out of here alive,
Okay.
Peggy.
Just kick back, Tipper.
And
Just
it was what am I rolling again?
It is science plus intelligence, and it's a difficulty of 1.
You got this in the bag.
Wait a minute, Ash doesn't have any intelligence.
Yeah,
Whoa,
that's
whoa.
Tipper says.
I'm gonna use some luck to reroll.
That sounds like the
Good
right
luck.
thing to do.
Ash, are you sure?
Oh yes, now I got a nat 1. Thank God.
What?
I imagine you're using your pinky. It's
Oh
like-
my God.
She's
Because the other one was an 8, but I literally only have a 4. That's a 4, like that's so it's like the chances
For
of succeeding
intelligence.
are really, really low. But I got the nat 1 when I did the reroll.
so we got action points back.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that was yeah.
Whew.
Because
One
that was
act-
2
one AD
successes,
back.
so you get 1 action point back. Congratulations. Please continue the experiment, and then you will see the lights on the panel next to the tube. Would you like another dose? And then it'll say yes or no on the control panel.
Marcus will reach
Yeah,
over. to
I'll take another. I'll take another dose, Jaime's, if you don't mind. Yes, please.
He will be in
Marcus,
the pocket these daddios that come
Don't
in.
you already have enough drugs in your
I don't-
pocket or something?
I don't believe there's
Why are
such
y'all
a
doing
thing,
drugs on the
Ash.
beach?
You never know when you might need them. And also, Ash, not to cast dispersions on your ability to do this, but Tipper might not be better to handle the computer.
Tipper,
mean-
the computer looks like a birthday cake to
Yeah,
you,
I'm,
right?
I'm gonna point
Okay.
when he says that. I'm gonna point to her.
I'll look back and be like, oh, point taken. Point taken.
And Marcus, you are still feeling that adrenaline rush. Your veins
Sure.
are like bulging.
Sure.
Your breath is really sped up. I mean, you're like, oh yeah, oh, like you've got that adrenaline thing going on right
Well,
now.
maybe I can help you.
Well, you're the only one
Okay.
that's sort of functioning, so maybe.
Last test, I was able to shoot my way out. Do you think that might help here?
Why
Shoot the
are y'all so
computer?
aggressive? You know, y'all really need to just take in this nice salty
What?
air. And I don't understand y'all. Y'all are just ruining the
Should have
vibe.
left her with sugar.
So did you push the button for more daddios?
Yep,
Absolutely.
Marcus already did. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
More daddios come down from the ceiling. Please
Pocket 'em.
continue your test.
But I don't take them. Can Marcus help, or is this like a 1%?
You can.
Okay, I'll help. But
Seems
if it helps, I have nothing in science,
I have
But-
nothing in
but
science.
but my
either.
intelligence is 6.
Oh,
I
that's
have a
good.
high.
That's good.
I have a high science.
So when our
Oh,
powers
man.
combine, we have
We
And
are just, we're Oh, oh my God.
Well,
I don't know how
and
help works.
Tipper,
I forget.
Tipper, what you are currently on, it reduces the difficulty of charisma and luck tests by 1, and but it increases strength tests by 1.
Ooh.
That's what you're
Okay,
on.
that's actually a good
currently.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Oh, so I have to assist. I roll 1d20 using my number and add any successes to theirs.
oh,
Yes.
please,
As
please,
well.
because
Shit.
I got a 20
So long as
and I got a 2.
so long as they
You got a
generate.
2?
But
2 and a 20. A
That's
20
good.
and a
They're-
2.
Well, that's good.
are
'cause,
you going to?
you have to generate 1 success for this to work. So hold
Are
on.
you gonna re-roll that 20?
No, she did. She
No.
rolled a 20 and a 2.
I got a 5.
Let it be. Let it be.
Okay.
Let it be.
Okay, are you keeping that 20? Or are you going to re-roll it? You
No,
use
wait,
a-
I thought we used because he's helping. I could use his or no.
We
You
can
got
add
a
Add
20.
his to yours.
we can add
Oh,
mine
God.
to yours so long as you had at least 1 success yourself.
Okay, so I
She
can,
did. She got a success. You said you got a 2 and a 20, right?
yeah.
Yeah, but that 20.
So you got a critical. You got a complication unless you use a luck point to re-roll it.
Okay, can I do? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
You can use a luck point to re-roll it if you
Oh
have.
my God! Thank God, it's a nat one again.
What? Okay,
A nat
so
one
that.
again.
A mess.
So you
Three,
get
four
generate 2 more
successes.
action points. Are you kidding me right
Oh
Four
my God! I'm
successes.
sorry. I'm sorry.
are
I'm
you
just
doing?
laughing because it's like I
use the action
failed.
points. Use the action points to add d20s because we're gonna.
Yeah, yeah. So now, because I'm
Am
now
I still
down
under
to
the
4.
influence of that thing where I can do it for free?
now? What?
Am I
Oh
still
my
under the
God.
influence of that thing where I can add a
That's
d20?
the
for free?
adrenaline you're on right now, right?
Oh, well then shit. Why didn't I do that last time?
Oh
Um.
Lord.
All
I'll
right.
assist her again.
So,
I'll
well, you
assist her
can't do. Well, you can't do that when you're assisting.
Oh, can I not?
No.
No, 'cause
Oh,
you can
okay.
only roll
No, it's
one.
only 4. Okay.
You
okay.
could do it if you were, and then she was helping you, and she was only rolling 1.
Yeah,
But
she's already started the test.
Okay.
Okay. Again, so you succeeded on the second one. Again, you hear the sound. Congratulations on your success. Would you like another dose to continue?
I still hadn't got my last one.
Marcus,
What?
Oh, man.
you want the drugs or not?
Oh.
Tipper,
I'm
you
sorry.
see this keypad line? You see this
I got
keypad line up
distracted
and it
by
says yes and
Tipper
no.
and Peggy. Yes, in fact, I do. Hit that yes button.
You push the button.
Okay.
All
How
right,
many is
another
that so
dose
far? That's 3?
comes down.
3 total so far?
Yep,
That,
of Daddy-O's.
that waitress is real pushy.
Jesus Christ.
Please continue the test.
I don't want to die in this.
Use
hell
action points
hole.
to add d20s to
I
this.
don't want to die in here either.
Tipper, you ain't gonna die. Just
So
sit
is it
back.
3? It's 3 successes. Okay.
Yep. So use an action point or whatever to add to your total d20s you're on.
One action point gets you 1d20.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I have 1 luck point left, by the way. Hopefully, I don't need to use it.
Oh, this is great. We're just having a great time here.
I'm gonna.
Oh
I'm,
no.
I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, that sounds like the right thing to
yeah,
do.
this is horrible. 14,
Tipper
11,
is
and a
literally
15.
one person's like the best at this. It's so
Use-
funny. that
14,
y'all-
11, and a
It's
15.
so funny that y'all are doing it. I love it so much.
Use luck and reroll. Just luck and reroll.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
Natural 2.
Okay.
So
Is it?
That's 1 success.
That was a 20.
Oh fuck. Oh Jesus.
Oh, and you spent a luck to reroll it, which means this is happening.
Should I start the shooting?
Did you get any successes, or did you get 3 successes and the complication?
I don't think I got one.
If it's a 4, it's supposed to be a 4, and I got 11, 14, and a 20. No.
I got no success.
It's a failure with complications.
Yeah.
That's fucking fantastic. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Where are my dice? Okay.
Oh, geez.
So you hear all of a sudden you see these red lights start flashing in the room,
think we
and
did
then
it.
you hear like this. You hear like this sound, and then all of a
What did
sudden,
you guys do?
and then all of a sudden,
This is what
as
success looks like.
fire, as you
Oh,
see
fuck.
these, there are a bunch of little spouts that are all around the bottom of this room, and fire starts shooting out from them.
Right where Tipper and Peggy are sitting.
What the heck? What did you guys do?
One wrong button.
Shit.
We were
Okay,
so
wait.
We were so
Let's
close.
think. Close to what? Death? Wait, let's think for a second here. We're sitting in a room. Red lights are going off. Fire is shooting out of the ground. What do we do? Peggy.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Overseer.
6 points of physical damage, physical damage to your legs. So you can take whatever resistance you have for physical to your legs, 6, and subtract it from that. So 6.
Okay.
Would it, since I was sitting on the ground, would that be my torso instead?
Sure, I'll give you that. Torso. Tipper, you could do torso too if you'd like.
Torso? Okay.
Yep, if you'd like. So
Peggy
6.
will jump
Yeah.
up. Peggy will jump up and somersault and is rolling around and begins frantically screaming as now everything is actually on fire.
Is there anything where we can get to higher ground?
There's a
in this?
chair.
Wait a minute.
The chair.
There are the chairs and tables, but
How high
Yeah.
up did that fire go?
Folding.
Was it?
it's like probably a foot above the ground.
Oh, well, I mean,
I
Is
think
there-
we need to use the furniture.
are we not able
Yeah.
to react? Well, I guess we can react to that.
Peggy will jump on top of a chair. Table doesn't really matter. You know, like the little housewives do whenever there's a mouse. That's what Peggy is currently doing on the table, except it's fire. And she's just screaming.
The complication,
Oh yeah, I forgot.
the
It's complication.
complication
That's pretty
is
complicated already.
the flame starts to come out. You're burned. You're burned instantly for the 6 points of physical damage, and then it shuts off.
Oh.
Well,
Don't do that again.
most of them shut off. One wall stays lit. So the wall that's by the computer, it's shooting fire out at you.
It's a little toasty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and this
jump
is a
on that-
metal
Jump up
room.
on that desk.
It's very hot and uncomfortable in here right now.
It's uncomfortable.
Is
Ash,
there-
maybe we
It's been
should.
hot
Maybe
and
maybe
so
Tipper
hot.
can help us despite her drug state, because I don't think you and I are going to be able to handle this.
And then Ash is gonna take Tipper by the shoulders. I need you to get us out of here. No.
What am I supposed to
Like a little
do?
girl.
Use that brain. Well, not your current state, but you know, you're supposed to be good at this stuff. Come on. And then she's gonna shove
Oh.
Tipper at the computer to try to like get her to do the thing. Even though
Okay.
she's just freaking out. Ash is freaking out because she's like, if she's stuck in this, and literally it's hell in here because it's literally on fire. She's freaking out. So she's like, you gotta now. She's given up.
Okay. My positronic brain actually can calculate that we have approximately 1.27 hours before we die in this room. So we have to get out of here.
It's optimistic. I'll assist Tipper in her hacking because I think we're
Okay.
about to hit his
Peggy
stride.
is now pointing in the general direction of the fire and just saying, "Fix it, fix it." Like, yeah.
Tipper,
Yeah.
Tipper, so you are on the chair trying to
Yeah.
like not get burned by the flames that are coming out like around your feet. So you're on top of the chair.
Ah!
Okay, you begin hacking away at the terminal. Go ahead and roll your science plus
Natural.
intelligence.
Natural too.
Science plus intelligence.
Natural two.
This should be pretty good.
Marcus
because-
Marcus is a fucking hacker. You just didn't know it.
My dice forgot that it's not
Marcus.
Dungeons and Dragons. That's what's happening right now.
All right, I have a 12 in intelligence and a 6 in science.
Oh jeez. Why?
Yeah, you're good.
She can't fail.
Oh
18.
my
yeah.
god.
Yeah. So,
So
you just
just
roll two
Roll
d20.
whatever.
Even
Yeah, roll
high,
two
she can
d20s
do
and you're
this.
probably gonna get
Yeah. Okay.
below an 18.
Even
18
high.
and 5.
Okay. 18.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
you just
successful.
got it. Okay.
No,
yeah. so you
wait,
just got
is it a tag skill?
Tax
What?
skill. Is it tax skill?
Is science a tag skill?
Yes, it is. It is for each time.
Yeah.
So yes, that's 4
Yeah.
successes then. So you get an extra action
Mhm.
point. Okay, good. So yeah, you are clicking away at the computer. You are able to hack into it, and then looking at the computer screen, you have a flashback because you're very high. You have a flashback and you see a person standing over you with a blowtorch and metal pieces as if they're constructing you. And the mask that they have on, the welder's mask that they have on it has this beautifully painted, intricate dragon on the welder's mask. Go. And they're holding a blowtorch. You can see that in your computer screen. I knew that Jordan loved it. Yes. But you recognize it, like you see this in the computer screen, like you're seeing it. And you swear that it's Gil. It's Dr. Gil, your creator.
Does the fire stop?
The fire has not stopped. Nope, that complication
Marcus will start snapping his fingers in front of Tipper's face. Focus.
Okay, this is really.
And Ash is like shaking her a little bit.
She's like, I got it. Okay, I'm just sorry. I was distracted by something here.
Let's talking more hacking.
Okay,
Now
we're
the
hacking.
The pad and the tubes start to melt on the wall.
No more dandelion.
Fetal
But it's been very
position
hot.
on the table, crying.
What? Okay, wait. Calm, Zen. I know this. There's something really familiar about this, Ash. I think I'm supposed to be here right now. I'm supposed to be sitting in this chair. I'm supposed to be hacking into this computer right now.
I sure as hell was not supposed to be here right now. So let's hurry up and hack this thing so we can get the hell out of here.
Okay.
Roll
50,
another test. Difficulty of 4 this time.
Marcus can't fail.
4.
Natural 3.
Taking that dice away from you.
Yes, Marcus.
I'm
16, 11, 6, 16.
Oh,
Computer's easy.
okay. Yeah, you're fine. Okay. 16. So you were only rolling 2 dice though, unless you used action points, right?
Yes.
Yeah, only 2. So yeah. So that would have been successes. So you are successfully able to hack into the next hack the next code. You got one more.
Why? For what? The lights that are going off, or for the?
This is a final test. So each of the rooms have had 5 difficulty tests. So this is the final one, and it's a difficulty of 5, meaning that you have to roll 5 successes with just 2 d20s.
Use action points to roll more, because I don't think Marcus is going to get 3 or 4.
So you want to use an action point to roll an extra one, or do you want to use 3 action points to roll 2 extra?
Just be bold.
Just do it. Roll it.
Do it.
Just one. You're
Fine
fine.
if you fail.
Yeah, no.
You got luck points. You can use luck points to re-roll those d20s if you need to.
You can also spend 6 to add additional 3 because we have the bonus one.
We won't need it. She rolls 5 dice. That's 5 successes.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, I just rolled 5, and it was 11, 7, 8, 12, and 2.
Oh my god. You're fine. You got it all back.
Marcus did not help on this one.
Did you get a 20?
No, I did not. I got an 18.
Like looking for it. Okay.
I mean, that's
Need
not
to
supposed to be a
mark-
complication.
So you were able to hack the final code, and so you were able to hack into the final test, and the fire is still coming out from the wall,
What's going
but
on
the door does open, and the speaker that is now quite melted. Congratulations, Daniel Lieberman.
Someone shoot it and turn it off.
So Ash doesn't even she's not paying attention she just saw the open door. She's going to grab Peggy from the fetal position and bolt towards the door.
You have her like a football because she doesn't break out of the.
So
fetal
basically,
position.
yeah, if you just imagine, it's like literally, it looks like something from an animated show because it's just literally, she's just.
Marcus will roll Tipper in her chair out.
Oh my
Wait a minute, I want to take the computer with me.
You're grabbing the computer.
Ash, I don't know what you were hoping to accomplish, but I don't think we did it.
Yeah,
We
I get that
recognize.
now. I
Do
get
ya?
it. I get
Okay.
it. I get it. I'm just
Alright.
trying to get the hell out of here.
Meanwhile, on the outside, up the stairs, close to the overseer's office, Sugar and Pawn are trying to find their way in. Just the 2 of them. They don't know where their party members are, but they're looking for a way into the next room that's up the stairs. What would you like to do?
Does it smell like bacon?
As I recall, I had found the panel that would give me access to, I don't know, mechanically lockpick. So I would like to mess with those mechanics to get this door open.
All right. Yes. So you can. Yeah. So you wanted to use lockpick, right? Lockpick. So lockpick plus perception, but you were going to use.
I'm going to stack the deck as one does.
Yep.
All right. Can I tell how, with the wiring and all that, or whatever mechanical parts, can I determine how difficult this looks like it might be?
Given that I will say, I will go ahead and tell you that. So the keypad itself, I believe I told you it was a 5.
Yeah, the keypad
was a 5. So finding the wires and whatnot, it would lower it to a 3.
Perfect. It's like hot wiring a car.
Yeah.
All right. I am going to spend an action point to roll an additional d20 though, because I'm nervous.
All right.
I didn't know you're good with computers, Uriel. As Pon continues to eat sugar bombs and then
and Pon is still hallucinating that Sugar is his brother.
Well, that's 5 successes.
Then you generate 2 action points. So you are able to fiddle with the wiring and whatnot. They spark a little bit here and there, but nothing burns you, nothing electrocutes you. You hear Pon just talking to you about random family history as you're working.
And I think that's when my trauma started, when Dad, and then
and you're able to repower the wiring, kind of I guess Among Us, where you're like the yellow wire.
Yep. Force the power to redirect that way. Yeah.
Then you get stabbed because you're in electrical.
Pon realizes you're not his brother, and then all of a sudden he thinks that you're the gang leader.
And completely unrelated. Where's the closest vent?
Closest vent. Probably there would be one close up by the overseer's door. And the door does. You do hear a click, and the door does unlock.
All right. Sugar's going to slowly enter and try to peek to see what's in this room.
All right. So you are going to peek. You're going to peek
slowly.
Okay. Pon, what are you doing?
Pretty much just right behind him, still eating sugar bombs and just oh, that's cool. And just kind of viewing. Yeah.
All right. So you crank open the door just a little bit, and you can see just inside it is lit up, and you do see that big wide open window that was overlooking all of the rooms and whatnot down in the vault area. And you're looking around, and you see this beautiful, very ornately decorated wooden desk with a very large high-backed chair behind it. There is a terminal on the desk. You see several papers just thrown around the room. You see several filing cabinets. Are you going to open the door more? You just
I'm gonna go peek in a little further. I'm gonna be stealthily, sneakily, if you will, making my way in.
Okay. Go ahead and do a sneak plus agility. Difficulty of 0.
Keep the agility just to be. Oh, nope. That's gone further. Oh, snap. That's 4 successes.
Okay, 4 action points. I think y'all are probably full now, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're full.
Okay, perfect. So you open the door, and you hear it start to squeak a little bit, and you're able to grease it up a little bit to where with whatever you have to open it up, and it's no longer squeaking, although Pon is behind you with the sugar bombs munching. But you open the door all the way, and then in the rest of the room you see more filing cabinets. You see this very large, almost vending machine contraption that has several tubes, almost like you see in a bank teller, several tubes that lead from the vending machine. And on the inside, you see various different chems that are attached to the different tubes. So you kind of think that maybe that system may have gone into the test rooms, and propped up against this vending-like machine, there is a person with beautiful brown hair, nice black eyeliner. He's wearing a vault suit with the 43 gold stitching on the back, but he's long since dead. And around him, you see several packs of empty fury.
As I get closer, do I see, does the body look, I know it's fury, so does it look like the body's damaged or the clothes hurt by?
When you get closer, it almost looks like, now that you're looking closer, you do see that the veins in this corpse almost look like they burst in their neck. And now that you can see closer in their hands and their wrists, like in their eyes, it almost looks like just a lot of their blood vessels burst instantaneously, causing.
I got it. As Pond takes his bat and just like smashes it on the head.
You take your okay. Yeah. Roll an attack on the dead corpse.
Is it defense 1?
Sugar's like, be very quiet.
Yeah.
Comes
Oh,
in
this
and
is
just-
easy. Yeah. He was like, oh, ew, gross. So that's gonna be like, I think that's gonna be 4 successes.
Okay.
Because strength melee is 14 and I got a 2 and a 4. Yeah. Do I roll damage or is it?
Yes, please roll damage. Let's see what you
All
did.
right.
Person.
Okay.
Unknown,
So,
unnamed person.
and I want to have Hash Brown also like attack because we're a unit. Does
Oh no. I can't wait for you to find out who it is.
okay.
I think at this point we've decided not to investigate further.
Okay.
We refuse to find the truth.
Let's see here. So that's 3d6 for Hash Brown, and then that is 5d6 for me.
Oh my gosh.
So that is 6, 5. That's 11. Or sorry, not D&D. Okay. Oh, good. Okay. So for mine, I got a 6, a 5, a 1, and then a 2.
Okay.
And my weapon has piercing 1, vicious 1,
Oh gosh.
and then Hash Brown
Your head.
got a 5, a 5, and then a 4, and he has vicious 1, piercing.
All right. So you were definitely aiming for the head. Did you have a specific location that Hash Brown was going in for, since aim, I guess, is your minor actions?
We'll say it's like one of the legs, like left leg or right leg or something.
Okay. Yeah, you take out Lucille, and then you see your brother just kind of like looking at this body. You take it and whack across the top. The skull does just crunch, and then as like dust from this long dead, probably 100-year-old corpse, almost like mummy dust, just out from them. And Hash Brown does take the leg and is able to break off one of the femurs.
Is it all
Yeah.
bone or is there still like decayed
It's
meat?
a little bit of dusty old flesh, but mostly bone. Yeah.
Jerky's fine. I'm sure.
Sugar's just gonna try to not acknowledge the fact that there's now a dust cloud in front of them, and search the body.
Okay.
Better safe than sorry, Uriel. That's what I always say.
What was it? Perception plus. I can't remember all of a sudden. Perception. Gosh dang it. Where's my book? Survival, was it? Perception survival?
I'll accept that.
I'm blanking all of a sudden on this. It's been a minute.
I will also accept, luck anything. Also accept charisma, as I use my magnetic charm to cause whatever loot on this body.
That is perception for
to reveal
survival.
itself.
I knew it. Okay.
All right, so 3 successes then.
Okay, cool. All right. So looking around, or looking around the corpse, you do find the key card for. You find the key card. You also find one fury, one dose of fury that has not been used. The overseer is also wearing a Pip Boy that you could take. And there is also a stack of pre-war money. That's it.
Is it possible, just in general, to transfer data from a Pip-Boy to another?
We probably could, like, if you put it onto a holotape and then like transferred it over like a floppy disk, I would think that you could transfer memory.
I would like to do that. I would like to take one of my holotapes to get all the information from that Pip-Boy and let that start downloading so I can put it on mine later.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so you can start doing that. And I don't think that you'd have to make a check for that. So yeah, you can start transferring it over, just copying it over there. It is not locked. However, I believe, no, you're good. Yeah, you can do it. Yeah.
While I'm waiting for that data transfer to complete, I'd like to pick the lock of this vending machine.
Okay, go ahead and do lockpick plus perception.
We are going to spend an action point to make sure nothing goes wrong.
There's an elevator that goes to an underwater city, and we have a BioShock adventure. I'm going to be like out of my mind.
I love BioShock, by the way. That would be dope.
Good. Yeah.
We're going to re-roll that because that's not, a 20 is never acceptable.
Pon, what's your perception?
Horrible. It's 4.
But hash brown is not horrible.
Hash brown gives a +1. Yeah, so it's 5 technically.
Oh, okay.
That is 4 successes.
Okay, 4 successes. Yes, you are able to, no action points, but you are able to lockpick your way into the chem vending machine, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, I do, and I'm snatching everything.
All right, so inside you find, there is, you find 2 Psycho Buff.
Ash's eyes. So good.
Yep. You find 1 grape Mentat. 4 orange Mentat.
That makes me so nervous.
And 1 Daddy-O.
Excellent. I'm hoping the data transfers might be done in the time it takes to pick this lock.
Yeah, sure. So yes, and so you're looking through and you do see all of the vital signs and everything, and you notice that the vital signs for this person, the date when they started tracking the vital signs for this person was on December 11th, 2077. So only like 2 months after the bombs fell.
Super unfortunate.
Oh, and you did have the key card.
Is there any personal information on the Pip-Boy, such as like passwords or things to computer terminals and so on?
Yes, in fact, you do see that this Pip-Boy, it will tell you that this Pip-Boy is belongs to one Overseer Edward G. Burt.
That makes sense.
I just changed it a little bit.
G. Burt.
G. Burt. Gilbert. G. Burt. And yes, it does have a password for the terminal on the Pip-Boy, so you were able to log into their terminal, no problem.
And that's exactly what Sugar is going to do.
Perfect. You hear a crash of a door open down the hall as the rest of the crew is freed from their Inferno prison. And Pawn, Sugar no longer looks like your brother. In fact, it just looks like Sugar, and you don't know where your brother went, but it's just Sugar standing there now. And you see a dead corpse in front of you.
Hey, Sugar, when'd you get here? As he looks to see if Hash Brown is eating any of the flesh, and if not, if he is, it'll be like, throw it up. Don't do that. Don't eat it.
No, I don't think Hash Brown would want this. It's like mummy dust.
Okay.
Yeah, but you do notice that Hash Brown went over where Sugar went to the overseer's desk and started sniffing around and found some keys and is trying to eat those.
He's like, no,
Next
stop
to
spitting.
me.
What?
Hash Brown went over to where I am and just took keys off the desk while I'm trying to get into the terminal.
I'm trying to eat the keys.
He will do the dog owner thing that everyone has to do, where he has to like wrestle the lion and open its jaws to like get the item out and everything. So that's what he's essentially doing to get the keys.
Oh, I feel like that's every day with my dog. She just wants to eat everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you get the keys away from Hash Brown, and you notice that these keys look like they could fit into the lock of the vending machine.
He's like, oh, and he's gonna. Are there multiple keys, or is it just like one key?
It's one key. No, there are multiple keys, but some of them also go to they're smaller keys that look like they would go to the filing cabinets.
Okay. He'll go to the filing cabinets and begin to like open them up and then check what's in there, because everything's looted from the vending machines, right?
Yes, Sugar took
Okay,
all
right.
of the keys.
If he ever opens his like guitar case, I want to like look into it, because I'm pretty sure it's like Pulp Fiction, where there's just like glowing light. You can't actually see it, but I'm like, that's glorious. Yeah.
Yes. All right. All right. So Sugar is currently hacking the terminal. Pawn is going and looking through all of the filing cabinets. The rest of you have come out of your fiery inferno of a torture chamber. What are y'all doing?
Put it out! Put that damn fire out!
Ash still has Peggy like a football, as Chat has said, and Ash goes near Tipper. Listen, I appreciate what you did back there. Sorry, I'm freaking out. You can ask me any question if we make it out of here alive, and I'll answer it. All right?
I
Fair trade.
do what I can. But Ash, wait a second.
Don't ask the question now. We got stuff we got to do. We got to focus.
No, but this question is like, I mean, it pertains. It's pertinent. It's important. It's imperative. It's pressing. It's okay. When I was on the computer, in the fire room, there were some things that like looked familiar to me, and I don't know if is the room still on fire.
Listen,
It
you're tripping hard. What you saw was just your imagination. It messes with your head. Just try to focus.
I think it's best if we regroup with the rest.
If we
Which way did they go? Where are they now?
I don't know, but they're not here.
Aren't they somewhere in this building with us?
Yes, but
Right.
we don't know where.
Are we sure of that?
Well, with necessity changed drastically in the last 10 minutes, which is why I suggest we find them. And I will begin rolling.
Okay. Hold on.
Nope.
Sugar! She just yells
Rolling
really
it.
loud.
Rolling.
And now
So
Peggy is like underneath Ash's arm, like basically just like dangling, because now it's like gone from the football position to like now just shifting the weight to one side.
Still
While she
just
has a
sitting
sledge in
there
the other.
crying. Just
Do we hear anything in here? Do we hear anything?
this is not the vacation I wanted.
So as you scream out very loudly, it like echoes, because these walls, it's just a bunch of hallways, a bunch of metal rooms, so it echoes out very, very loudly. And Pawn and Sugar, you would hear Tipper's very loud voice. just echoing through the halls.
Oh, that's what smells like bacon, I'm sure. As he just like leans back and continues to eat sugar bombs and waiting for Sugar to finish up as he's watching over his shoulder.
Sugar, you have hacked into the terminal. Well, not really hacked. You used the password from the Pip-Boy to get into the terminal, and you now have access to the Overseer's log, which I have sent to you. So you can read these out loud to everybody if you'd like to, or share the information with them. It's up to you. There's some very interesting information in there.
Wait, but we haven't met up with them yet.
We have no idea where they are.
Does he alt tab when I get near and like look over his shoulder?
Mm-hmm. Sugar does. Sugar's like switch.
Which
He's like, stop. Yeah.
In addition to that, is there a general map of the area?
There would be a map of the vault, and so you can see all of the different rooms, the experiment rooms, and you also see that there was a collapsed portion of the vault that had their dining rooms, like their personal rooms and stuff like that, but it has long since been collapsed. So this is like just the area that you were able to get into is basically where the Overseer's office is and all of the rooms that you've currently been in.
So it doesn't look like there's any like hidden rooms, because Sugar's trying to find out where this additional stash might be, unless can Sugar presume that the stuff that we've discovered is roughly the assumed stash of everything? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yes, because around the Overseer's body were a bunch of discarded, empty, what you saw that they were using.
Yeah, solid. So we're then going to take a note, the overwritten, for the fact that I transferred the data from the old Pip-Boy using Holo, when I use the holotape to get more data from this computer, download, then delete.
Okay. Pawn will be like, can I have your old Pip-Boy? Or are you like dual wielding Pip-Boys?
I'm having the other one as it helps me do this transfer process.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I am downloading all the data that I get from this log into a holotape. Once I got it, I'm going to delete the log.
Okay. You are able to do that, no problem. So yeah, you start putting everything onto the holotape, and you can pretty much erase everything on the computer.
Perfect. Sugar's like gets up. Well, wasn't too much on there, but I guess we got everything we need. There's no more chems to be pulled out of this machine, and I doubt the rooms will have any more, so we got everything we can. And Sugar starts making their way out of the Overseer's room.
I want to go back to the fucking bait.
Pawn will follow and be like, if I'm good, can I have a Pip-Boy?
As I am screaming that, by the way.
As Sugar is holding the other Pip-Boy, and is like,
There is no beach.
We can reprogram it. They're set to biometrics, so technically it only really works for the previous owner, but we might be able to get it reprogrammed for you.
Yeah, cool. Okay. As he just follows Sugar and then is done with the box and he kind of just like throws it and behind him. Yeah.
By the way, did you find any cabinets? Did you check those out?
Did I find anything?
Yeah, so inside the cabinets, you would have found several different just files on various people. Some of the people that you had seen the key cards for, there'd be files about them, their previous lives. You would also see names in their files for people that you didn't find key cards for in the vault. Some people that you assumed maybe are somewhere else inside the vault, one of the collapsed areas, or perhaps people that didn't make it in at all. There were also files on the side effects for several of the different chems, and the qualities. And you also found some documentation on the procedures for running the experiments inside the vault and stuff like that. So just various information about stuff like that. Yeah.
I essentially just let him know. It's like, just like information about drugs and their effects on people and all that. It's very boring. Better use for toilet paper or something. And then he just like continues to follow.
Well, and we got everything we need. And Sugar's gonna make the way all the way at the bottom, and I would presume Sugar would then see the group, including the disgruntled, the burned, and the just ragtag group of survivors at this point.
Mhm.
There is too, Beach. I saw that shit earlier. Take it back there. I'm not looking.
With everything we
Oh.
saw, could we determine what might have been that Chem pushed into the air, based on everything we found?
Yeah, I would say that information on the Pit Boy. There was also information about entrance into the vault causing a hallucinatory effect. It was actually called Day Tripper. So there was Day Tripper that once people came into the vault, it made them kind of docile and very just happy-go-lucky and just like very just more pliable for what they were about to experience and have to be indoctrinated into the vault and go through with the experimentation.
Ah, yes, to ensure that the trip goes long.
Is it wearing off yet?
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
Sugars has the case. The new drugs are stashed into the vest pockets. All right, well, we're good to go now. And Sugar walks by the group to leave the vault.
Are you going back?
Please tell me you found a way out of this hellhole.
But we can go out the way we came in.
Are we
didn't-
sure we found everything
Wait.
that we need?
I thought.
Well, we came in to find Kim's, and we found him.
Nothing
A
else was
decent
useful?
stash.
Is that all?
I mean-
Wait a sec. Okay. What the hell you called me for? Let me down. God damn it. I thought we were coming in here for some Megalode stash or some. Oh my god. I thought we were coming down here for some like Megalode. That.
Yeah, and at this point, most of it was used up.
Is this everything? I'm so confused.
If you would like me to explain down here, this vault was used on experimenting types of chems. This was supposed to be a stash for quite some time, but they got used to it, then enjoyed it, then wanted more of it, wouldn't stop using it, and all that's left is about a handful of chems. This Megalode stash is less than what most pharmacies stack in any capacity. I had more chems in my case than I found here, so
So where the hell? Let's get the hell out of here. I need some fresh air. Or something.
Wasn't anything else useful in any of the rooms?
I mean, we
There
just
was a
found
beach in one of them, but y'all won't let me go back there.
Oh, there was no beach.
That's
Technically,
not
would be no
true.
more drugs since we got them from the machine that's been dishing them out. There might be some items if we look deeper, but we're here to find the drugs, and at the end of the day, I think that was a bust.
But where does that fucking leave us? And she's just, give me your damn jacket. She's just holding on to the edge of like the jacket and is just like, get us the hell out of here.
I do believe fresh air will definitely help with all these side effects. The problem is staying down here, contained air is not helpful.
Less talking. Walk. And then Ash has basically been like getting tense again, and she rushes to the front of the group to try to like start heading in the direction, but then she slows down, realizing that she does like that she should probably let Sugar go ahead of the group, so she kind of slows down a little bit.
Sugar's gonna try to, like, as we go, try to see if they can glance at the area where the cave-in would have happened for the rest of the area. Does it look like it's completely impassable?
Yeah, there was a lot of shifted movement of earth and whatnot, and so and some of the water and stuff, the pressure and everything had caused a big collapse. So there's a bunch of rock and rubble, and you don't know how deep it went, but yeah, it looks almost like you can't get there unless you stay there for a long time and try to work on it.
Yeah, Sugar's gonna make the way back towards the lift that would exit the place.
Okay, question. So, I mean, this vault is obviously different from another vault that goes unnamed. But would Ash know where maybe there would be some, since there were injuries that they did obtain in that room, if there's like anywhere, I don't know if there's like a search or something where she could quickly try to find some stuff, because obviously she's realizing now as they're heading out, we got messed up. So the adrenaline started to fade away. So she's trying to look for something.
In addition, Marcus, as we're heading out, would like to any of the rooms that he had not personally been in, take a quick look.
Yeah.
Just to see if he sees anything immediately.
Even if I have to use like some action
'Cause
points for that.
He wants to take advantage of We're here already just to see if there's anything useful.
Are you going to go into any of the rooms, or are you just going to like lay
If it's
in?
a room he has not been in, he'll step in, but not like, yeah, fuck it, he'll go in.
But not do anything. But not do anything.
It only activates
I'll look
when you
around.
swipe
I'm not
the
going
card,
to.
right?
I'm not
Yeah,
going to interface
activates-
with the fucking computer.
As far as you know.
But he's going to look around for sure.
Yeah, Ash is trying to look like in if there's hallways or if there's like any type of cabinets or whatever. She's not trying to go necessarily into a room, but like at least in the area that they're in, trying to see if there's anything that probably would be storage for something like that.
Right. So making your way past some of the rooms that you did not go into, you do see one of the rooms that had the firing range. You do see another room that looked like it could have been possibly some kind of a strength test. It has a bunch of boulder or like very large metal balls in there. And there are some storage lockers, but Pawn did look through those.
Arcus will go into the room with the firing range, not to interact with anything, but just to look around that room to see if there's anything useful in there.
Yeah, so Sugar and Pawn had gone in there, or at least I know Sugar did, and then there was a body from a vault dweller in there. Then it very much looks like a firing range, and there was ammo in the desk, desk,
So-
basically.
Snatch that ammo.
Okay. Awesome. I will get you the info on what all ammo you get, because there was various types of ammo, but there weren't any firearms that you see. It was just various types of ammo.
On will look over to Peggy and be like, "Yo, dude, are you okay? You need a stem pack?" As he like opens his fanny pack and like
No
pulls it
luck
out.
on stim packs or anything for Ash's.
Are you going to? So you did use a luck point, or
I think
Or an
is
action
it
point.
action
To
point? It's action
find
points.
stuff is a
Yeah,
luck
it's a
point.
luck point. Yeah.
Luck point.
Action
Okay,
points is
yeah, I'll
strictly
do luck
narrative.
point then.
okay, cool. You would see. And there is going to be a hallway that y'all did not go down because there were not any doorways, but you would see down there that there appears to be a trunk down there that seems to be open. It's not locked or anything, but it seems to be open. If you go down there and look inside, there would be 2 attic doll and 2 stim packs, regular stim packs.
Yeah,
'cause
definitely
impacts
taking
don't
it.
get you the same high.
Definitely taking it.
I'm fine. I'm just starting to clear up a little bit, and I'm just wondering what the hell the point of all that bullshit was, and where this is gonna leave us.
I don't think it left us any worse off than we were. We still
Yeah,
have
but it
our.
certainly didn't help.
No, I didn't say it did, but I don't think it hurt. I mean, we have information that no one else does on this facility. We also got some supplies and got more ammo. It's good as currency.
But I can't find the damn beach. You keep
It's-
missing the point. As I can't.
You are correct.
We
It's
can
upstairs.
we-
We just need to go up.
look in every room until we find the beach.
I think it's in the elevator. We just
The fire is still, the jets are still going in that one room that lit you all basically on fire.
Do we have any
Um,
uncooked meat that we can like cook on it?
Once
Hey,
Ash
Sugar.
grabbed that, she's trying to head towards where Sugar is to try to leave out of this place. She doesn't want to be here anymore.
Once Marcus comes out with like his little armful of ammunition, he'll join.
Like a
Timber-
rocket launcher.
Yeah. he's carrying it off.
Timber, you all are following along, following Sugar after you gather up these various items. And Timber, just inside the hallway that led to the elevator, just inside there, before you get there, before you turn the corner, you swear that you can hear this oddly familiar, although you've never seen this person's face or really know anything about them, but you hear this familiar woman's voice. It almost sounds robotic in nature, not quite organic, but it is very kind and soft in demeanor and very friendly. But you can just hear it it's oddly familiar to you, but you hear it just inside the elevator.
Either I'm still like tripping off those fumes, or like, see, I personally just want to follow them out. However, Tipper would not. That's the problem. So it's not
Well, it's
Tipper.
inside the elevator where y'all are going, but it's like further up where Sugar's leading you to.
Oh, so the elevator they're headed toward is where I'm hearing the voice from.
Mhm.
Tipper's gonna like look all of a sudden, look like really focused, and then like almost like with determination toward the elevator, like almost like what is a donkey to a carrot type thing. Yeah, that's what so she sort of just like pushes past all of you and starts walking toward that familiar voice.
And you swear just inside the elevator that you can see this floating sphere with 3 metal arms just inside the elevator, just in one of the darkened corners of it.
Hello? Who
And
are you?
You hear a hello back in this beautiful, kind, sweet voice. But then it all goes black again and you see nothing.
No. Don't leave. Come back. You guys, come here. Wait, come back. Where are you? Where did you come from? We won't hurt you.
The elevator, like staring at Tipper, who's like talking to the corner.
To the corner. We won't hurt you. We just wanted to talk to you.
Do we all see
God.
this?
What?
Yeah, yes, everybody's there.
Okay. You're like, well, I mean, all geniuses have their quirks, so.
And everyone's on the elevator?
Yes.
Marcus would have taken her abandoned chair to put the ammo in, so you have to carry it, push the chair into the elevator.
Once everyone's on, Sugar doesn't even hesitate to just activate the lift to go up.
So you, so you would have to push in the correct code, which you have because you have the Overseer's Pip-Boy, and now you have the information on yours, and so you are able to punch in the correct code to get the lift and the elevator to start going up.
And 15. It's like.
And it does jolt you all, and it starts rising slowly, and you can hear the metal on metal, the screech of metal on metal, and you go up and up and up, and the entrance to the vault is still open as you come up from the ground, and you're hit instantly with this burst of fresh air. Well, as fresh as it can be in the wasteland, but you all start to feel, after getting in a couple of deep breaths, you all start to feel the effects of these chems start to slowly drain out of you.
Mm-hmm.
But the sun is, y'all were down there for a while. It's the middle of the night right now. Yeah, it's the middle of the night. Nice starry sky, and I believe you left the Deathclaw just there. Well, no, after you skinned it, but you left all the bodies there, right? Just outside. So they're all still there.
We moved them into a pile, not like in front of the door, but it's just a pile of bodies there.
The pile's still there. It doesn't look like it was disturbed or anything.
As soon as it opens, Sugar just steps out and.
Ash is rushing out and like just kind of taking a second to like just take it in.
Yeah.
Yes, and the sky is just bright. The stars are completely shining. There's not a cloud in sight, and the air is nice and cool and crisp. It's probably about like 30 degrees out right now, as it is a November night. Yes, Peggy.
Would you say that they are big and bright?
Oh,
Show rays deep in the heart of Texas. Yes, yes.
How
go
much
ahead.
does the stim packs, again, like if like you directly inject them or like use it, how much?
A regular stim pack is 4, heals you for 4. So yeah.
Also, really to sell for a lot.
Or the diluted is. So how much was the diluted
I
do?
think do it as 2.
2. Got
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta change my notes.
Same thing for the robot repair kit. It does 4.
Got
So.
it.
Han will be in like battle stance and go to Hash Brown and be like, all right, Hash Brown, let's make sure we don't get jumped, as he like examines the area to make sure that no one's gonna like, or waiting for them or anything like that. Yeah.
And it's night.
Yes, it is night. It's in the middle of the night. But yeah, you looking around, Pawn, you do see the bodies they're left there. You see the leftover bones and the carcass of the Deathclaw, the meat that you didn't take off. It is still there. There doesn't really, everything kind of looks the same as you left it when you went down. And we're going to go ahead and take a little break, our mid-show break. So everyone, please enter Overseer in the chat. As you did find the Overseer for Vault 43, enter Overseer in the chat to be entered into our mid-show break to be, and win some of these 10-20 foldable dice puzzles by Mithril Armory. But we'll see you all back here in about 5 to 10 minutes. Bye. welcome back, everybody. Before the break, our group of Wastelanders had just made it through the last couple of rooms in the vault. Some of them got roasty, toasty, princessed, while Sugar and Pawn went up into the Overseer's office and got some useful information that may come out, may not, who knows? But you have the last... Oh, I got to switch y'all around again. But the last... please enter Overseer into the chat. And you will be entered into our mid-show break giveaway, which we will be coming. I'll be rolling for that in just a second. I'm trying to go to studio mode so I can fix everybody. All right. And Alicia is now the Overseer. Take it away, Tipper.
All hail.
Yes, the Tipper and the Tippers. It's like our computer. That's what our computer wants. All right. So we'll go around the room. Just a quick description of your character, and then I'm gonna fix this, and then we'll get going again. So Ash, starting with you.
Hi guys, I'm Utahime. You can find me at Utahime Cosplay on the socials and Brianna DeCosta on Twitter. And I play Ash, the super mutant who really has, she hates vaults. She hates them so much.
And we've got Sugar Cyrus.
Greeting all, Jay Casual, and I am Sugar Cyrus, the ghoulish rock star to the stars and the people across the land. Let's make love in the best way, with music, you fools.
Yes.
Sure.
And Pawn.
Hey everyone, my name is D'Angelo Murillo, and tonight I'll be playing Pawn, who is brown and beautiful and has an amazing pompadour and is a raider. It's good.
Okay, and Peggy Sue.
Hi everybody. Taryn, also known as Valrook across the socials, and tonight I'm playing Miss Peggy Sue James, usually a bounty hunter, but I don't know what the hell she's doing anymore. Her life's been thrown upside down, and she can't find her way back to the beach.
You were hallucinating. All right. Marcus.
Hey, I am Justin, and I play Mr. Marcus Cole, the Slinger of Guns.
Drug addict.
And yep.
And watcher of wet t-shirt contests.
Oh yeah.
And oh wait, no, I've got Alicia and Tipper still switched. Alicia and Tipper. I've got Tipper still switched. Okay. All right, and Tipper. Sorry, thought I had everybody moved. Did not. Tipper, tell us about your character.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Hi, everybody. I'm
Okay.
Alicia Marie, and my socials are Alicia Marie Body. And tonight I am playing Tipper, the synth artificer, AI cyborg, but looks completely human and acts completely human, but for when it's really needed by the group.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much. Queer Venture Time. Thank you for the raid.
Oh,
Welcome,
thank you.
everybody. We are playing a Fallout TTRPG called Vault, set in the Texas Wasteland in 2177. And we are about to roll our giveaway. Enter Overseer in the chat, Overseer. And I'm going to roll for our giveaway winner in 3, 2, 1. And Durlap, congratulations! That is the winner of our Mitchell giveaway. Congratulations. And Durlap, fun fact, was just in Texas. Visiting
Yeah.
Texas.
Yes, literally.
Brilliant.
Came back today.
So yeah. So now so you can relate to the wasteland that is Texas and how it's not far-fetched in the game. So
That's
all right,
not where I'm
so-
from.
oh yeah. He was in the prettier part that has more rain and stuff. But all right, so you all have come out of the vault. Everything looks just as it was, except it's nighttime. It's very late. The stars are big and bright deep in the heart of Texas. So what are you doing?
Piggy is starting a fire, and she's prepping for bed.
Yeah, we
At the
stayed up till
usual
like 4
spot.
a.m. and then passed out and then woke up and went to the vault. So Pawn's gonna pass out as well.
Yeah, Ashes walked forward. She ended up pulling out one of the Viking beers that Sugar gave to her, and she immediately pops that thing open, like just thumb to the cap of this thing, and she's taking some big swigs and then kind of just taking a moment to appreciate the fact that she made it out.
And Sugar's going to
In
head over and
one
check
piece.
on Ash, just kind of like come to the side and so made it out of hell.
Yeah, I'm made it out again.
See,
Funny thing.
you're stronger than you were before then, I'm guessing, right? When you came out of vault. You know, I never got the number of the vault you in.
You don't need it. No one can get to that place.
Well, humor me.
Let's just save that for another time. But I will say one thing that was different about this time. We all made it out this time.
That is true. That is very true. Well, if you are good, I'm gonna go for a walk and yeah. And Sugar just walks away.
And Ash does something that she rarely does, but on occasions, she says, "Thank you." Without looking in the direction, but she says it loud enough where he's still close enough to have heard it.
And Sugar does what Sugar does. No problem. And just keeps walking. And is gonna go a short distance away from the area.
She's still drinking a beer.
Peggy is lit up a cigarette, sitting by the campfire, chowing down on something. Doesn't really matter what. That's it. Whatever is handy, that's what she's eating. She's not
An iguana.
Iguana.
probably.
So have some Deathclaw meat and various things that Marcus, I think, purchased for the group.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Tipper is still thinking about what she saw in the elevator, and she's not really sure if it was just her still on the chem high or if she really did see something, because what she's realizing is that even though over time she has come to accept the fact that the person that she has been looking for has been dead for like 100-something years, it still doesn't mean that she doesn't want to find out like more about him and what happened to him, why she was created. Even though she doesn't talk about it, it still sits there, in the back of her head. And when she was in the elevator and heard that thing, and it just got her mind like rolling again. So she just quietly just sitting there thinking. That's all.
Tipper,
Yeah.
what the hell are you thinking about? You look, not to sound rude, you always look a little puzzled, but you look like
She does.
there's a whole other thing going on in here. Like, I can hear the gears turning, so I figure your processors are moving pretty quick. Like that.
Yeah. It's okay. I know that we were like under the influence of whatever in the vault.
Mm-hmm.
But Peggy, I've told you my story, right? You pretty much know the gist of what I am and, well, I guess why I kind of am.
A little bit.
I swear, before we stepped in that elevator, I saw something. And it was familiar, but it wasn't at the same time. And it spoke to me, like it heard me. And there's something inside of me that, this is probably the stupidest thing I've ever said, but part of me wants to go back in that vault and see what I missed.
Was it something you missed, or did it just remind you of it?
I don't know. Maybe that's it. At this point, I don't know. We just got out of a room where we almost burned to death. And I was just reminded of something that I was trying to sort of shove down inside me because it was depressing.
Well,
I was just reminded.
well, especially since you're all, you know, upgraded and whatnot, you might be digging some of that out. Might be stuff that's all buried deep in. I do know that for humans, I don't know necessarily about your brain, but if your maker made you to be as close as he could, then it would make sense that if you're around familiar things, it might start stirring up memories.
But here's the thing, Peggy. I was never in a vault. So why would this vault give me any familiarity of anything whatsoever? I'm so confused.
How loud is this conversation?
I'm
I'm
loud,
thinking
by the
you
way.
could- yeah. I mean, Tipper. Tipper. Tipper does not have a volume setting.
Yeah, well, and I mean, I don't think they're trying to be secretive. It's just kind of,
I'm just distressed, and I'm sort of. How far away did we get from the vault? Did we get pretty far from it? We
Our
Wherever-
camp is
like,
nearby.
Yeah, your previous camp was very close.
well, we're not
I
too
don't know.
far. And we know where it's at. It ain't going anywhere.
It's true. Why did it's just so weird? It's weird that all the stuff started going off when we walked in. Like, why is it still functioning anyway? If it's, I don't know. I just feel like there are answers to all the questions that I've had. And some of those answers are in that building. So either I have to go back now or I have to go back at some point. But I have to, what?
Take a breath, because now
Okay.
we know what's in there. We could snag a gas mask, and that way we're not all fucking loopy. Because that shit, I mean, that was nice and all on the beat, but we're not doing that again. We can snag a gas mask and go down there and see if we can hack into some of those computers, and I bet we can find some of what you're looking for. But all we gotta do is snag some gas masks and we'll be safe down there.
Yeah, no, I'm really not used to being under the effect of environmental controls at all. But I guess part of the upgrades, I have more human faults. No offense. I mean,
No, I
you know what I
understand. I'm not used to that shit either. I drink mine.
All right. I guess, yeah, I probably shouldn't go back there. I will chill, as Marcus says. I will chill on it for now. But I think that was not a hallucination. I think that was something trying to tell me that I was about to miss something important. I don't know.
How
Can I have
can
some
you
of
be
that iguana?
sure?
What?
Ash walks up to the group, still with some. It's like now probably half of the beer because she's now trying to take her time with it. I mean, how do you know it wasn't just a hallucination? Your mind can play tricks on you when you're under the influence.
There's one
But I'm
more
not
thing now.
human.
Hallucinations are triggered by the ideas of what we dream of, believe of, or fear the most, manifested in the best way our brains can make sense. Organic or otherwise, hallucinations are just reality distorted, but still reality.
Do you find anything down there, Sugar?
I found a lot of things.
I'm
Other
not
than
used to
drugs.
dreams, though.
I mean, definitely things other than drugs. Curiosities, if you will.
Well, you
Alright,
also
you
too
cryptic.
that upgrade that you got. Maybe that had something to do
Upgrade.
with the
Yeah, I'm
I
not
don't
used
know.
to
Excuse- what do
dream
you-
thoughts.
All right, now I'm sober. So what upgrade are we talking about here?
well, the one
Wow.
same one that allows her to now eat and taste and poop and
Yeah.
think I'll
The one
always
that,
assuming pee.
Other
I don't know.
human oddities.
It's the one that
But
But
Kaylee
I didn't
applied
know that.
using that
Yeah.
book. She
Oh yeah,
had.
that's okay.
found,
We're,
right?
we're good. It's coming back. We're fine. It's good.
Maybe it did something to the other wiring up there. I don't know.
Circuitry. I wonder if
I
I can
mean-
run a diagnostic on my own self when I shut down tonight.
Out of
Or even-
curiosity.
And I'll see if it was something maybe with the upgrade is because the thing about the upgrades that's really weird is that the way she built them was that so they would adapt slightly and change. So my system before couldn't do that. It was pretty much set and that was it. Although I was programmed to sound and interact more human, my body itself physically was not programmed to change that way. But the upgrades have allowed that. So I was not aware that it would affect my positronic brain. I pretty much just wanted to taste my own cooking. What did she do to me?
Well,
What were you
it
saying,
is
Sugar?
human experience.
Sugar was softly talking to themselves. Sugar can be ignored temporarily.
Hey, Sugar.
Yeah.
Curiosities. I know you too well. I know you didn't leave there empty-handed.
I don't know if you would say you know me too well, but you definitely know a bit of me.
I say too well as in well enough to know you didn't walk out of there empty-handed.
No, I walked out with drugs and pulls out key cards and identification tags. So
Well,
hands
identification-
definitely not empty. The key cards for all the people.
Can Peggy insight check this person she's been traveling with for?
Ash probably would also too, to be real.
Uh,
but
person
you can do contested speech, charisma. You
Okay.
want to do contested speech, charisma?
What
check
if
against
what
Sugar.
if Ash helps Peggy out because they're both like
I'm just saying, considering she knows for a fact that he pockets caps and doesn't share. She knows for a fact that he picks stuff up and doesn't tell anybody until they're dying.
and Ash kind of has a feeling that he knows a little bit more than he's letting
Because what I would
on.
like to roll is perception on his happy ass because I am observing his shit.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like if there's
Okay.
a tell, is there a tell?
I
That's what
would
wanna
say
know.
maybe perception survival, maybe like looking like somebody's mannerisms. I would say that. However, Sugar, you can use speech charisma. Y'all can do contested. Sugar can use speech charisma if you would
I
like
rolled
to.
a
I want to
3
help.
and a
I just
5.
want to help her.
Okay, but knowing like mannerisms and whatnot, you could probably do perception and survival, Peggy,
Okay.
against
Please
that.
tell me I
That-
can
so
help
that was
her.
2 successes, or how many?
Sugar
No,
wouldn't
that-
lie to us or steal from us, guys. This is like getting
4
ready for bed.
So you gotta roll 4. You gotta roll above 4, Peggy. And yes, Ash, you can assist.
Okay,
Like knowing just a little bit, you could assist.
I rolled a nat 1 on that one, so
well, that's
What?
fine.
I rolled a nat 1 and an 8. So that's 3, 4, 5 successes to his 4.
I'm smelling BS.
You know that you would get that Sugar might not be telling you everything. Is it out of not wanting to tell you everything? Is it forgetting something and thinking that something's not important? I mean, but you're picking up that there could be more information.
Well, speaking of sharing things, Peggy and I we forgot to share it the night before, but we did find a few caps on the dearly departed.
What?
I'm blanking her name. I want to call her Yolanda. And I know it's not her name.
Oh,
Saffron.
okay.
Yolanda. Yolanda.
That was one of the names she
Who's
went by.
Yolanda?
It was one of the names she went by.
I know. I can go through all the names in my head.
Firefly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it was just like, wait, what?
But and then when I was down there, I found a few Kims, though I know you guys don't like to partake in the wonderful substance. But if you ever need it, you ask me. Also found some ammunition. If any of you are in
Oh.
need.
Depends on the type, my friend.
I don't know. Whatever it is, I'll give it out. If it's 10 millimeter, I'll give it to those who have it. If it's shotgun
I
ammo,
need
We
I'll
will
give it.
do 10 shell, 10. So what? We'll give you 10 for your main weapons each if you use
Sure.
a firing weapon.
Well,
I
would
mean,
it be 10 for
preferred.
each? Because I think our 2 barbarians use 10 millimeters as their
Yeah.
emergency backup.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So how
10
much?
each
10?
if you're
10 each?
preferred.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
10 shots each of your
So
preferred.
Ash-
he'll hand that out to each of you along with 30 caps each, except for Peggy, who already had 30 caps.
Ash takes a look at Sugar and takes a swig of the beer, but like keeping eye contact, takes a swig of the beer. It was 42, by the way. and then basically just turns away and then like swigs. So that's Ash's way of basically like, I just gave you some information. If you don't mind, maybe you might want to give a little bit. So that's the subtext of that.
Sugar can read body language pretty well, especially of a brick house.
Yeah, and Peggy's just staring at him kind of like, and she just lights up another cigarette and is just looking at him. Don't get on to me for not sharing. And just kind of walks away.
Pon will snuggle with Hash Brown as he's getting ready for bed. He goes like, well, I mean, suspicions between the group usually leads to a bigger downfall than any physical violence or anything. So if there's any suspicions, get it sorted. And if you need to, go through his stuff, let him be super, upfront about everything.
I don't think we need to do that, but I do think that if we're going to travel together, we should, within reason, share what we find. I think that's almost a fair thing to do.
But I have faith in Sugar. There's no way he'd steal from us or lie to us in any capacity as he snuggles up.
I mean, I found a lot of information. Information that I consider relevant for me. But whether or not you want to know, I can never tell. I can ramble all day on everything I've ever discovered. The overseer's name.
I think you're being obtuse,
predisposition.
Sugar. I think you're purposely being obtuse here.
Ooh.
Omniscient of the
what
truth
way?
is still a lie.
What
Omission
truth
of
do you
truth
need to
still.
know?
I think
questions
the
do you need
question
answers?
they asked was, did you find anything pertinent or useful? Now you could say I could talk about anything and everything, but that wasn't the question. And I noticed, and Peggy pointed out, when we defeated the Deathclaw and the few members that were with Saffron, you were going through their stuff and you didn't find anything?
Never said I didn't find anything.
Well, there you go. I think that's the question that was being raised. That and anything found down there, if you want to get into specifics.
I will simply say this then. Some people find their homes are closer than they'd like to admit. But I suppose that's still, as you say, obtuse.
It is.
Pon
Well-
wakes up and he's like, wait, did you not give us caps when you found caps? And then he gets up straight up and grabs Lucille.
I was like, wait a
Pon's
minute.
triggered. He's
I've
like,
killed
"All right,
for this
motherfucker."
twice already. And then
Well, I can simply say this then. What can be considered as what I would believe based on my understanding of what I found, plus Kaylee's books that she had on synths and robotics, the hell that Ash has been through, it's safe to say that I guess Tippa's mother would be considered the one that was in the same place that Ash called hell.
Who?
What the hell are you talking about?
Well,
Be a little more direct in your words there, Sugar.
let me just confirm based on my understanding of the book. Tippa, does the name Gil mean anything to you?
Ooh. Well, now it does. Yes, I months and weeks ago, I found out my creator's name, but
Yeah.
I've accepted the fact that I've outlived him, and I will never find him.
Well, to my understanding, Vault 42, as you say, might be one of the ones that are meant to be well preserved for a long time, meaning people could be preserved and live quite some time. And a one Teresa Gill, I would say, called Vault 42 home.
Immediately
I don't know that-
when she hears that, Ash crushes the bottle,
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't
In
know.
her
I know the.
but not at like looking at Tipper. It's just basically after hearing that, she crushes it.
Let me December 3rd, 2077. Overseer Edward G. Burt, the individual who was in charge of Vault 43, wanted to make an emphasis that he wanted to be assigned to Vault 42, and upset that one Teresa Gill got to live there. presuming that there were, as I quote, no experiments, no torture, no death. And she even got her husband in the vault with her. Now, I could be wrong in my assumptions, but based on everything I've read and listened to, there's a very strong chance that this Teresa Gill and this doctor, I would assume Gill, have some kind of relation to one another. Vault 42 is a relation to that. So therefore, there's at least one thread connecting Tipper to Ash.
Are you saying that they
Tipper
were
stands up
behind
and
it?
starts dusting her clothes off, and she charges towards her, and she's like, "Wait, who is Teresa Gill? Who is? I know the name Gill, but who is?"
I only know based on what I found, and all I know is she is married to someone who I can only presume would also be named Gill. You want the information? That's all I have. I typically like to wait till I have all of it so I can try to give the truth rather than presumptions. But since people want to assume I'm lying for the sake of lying,
Wait a
there's the
minute.
truth.
They were over
Wait a minute.
the vault.
And Tipper starts like shoving, like looking in like her pockets, and she pulls out like this like raggedy, like sort of bent and like triple folded like Polaroid, and she holds it up and she's like, sugar. And on it you see a man and a woman standing in front of a sign that says vault. They look like they're in their late 20s. They look relatively happy. And you'll notice the woman looks just like Tipper. And
confirming there was no
looks-
pictures on the computer.
Who is this?
Right over here, there was no pictures. It was just purely the...
There were, yes, correct. There were no pictures, but I believe Tipper, you said that the names were on the back of the photograph, right? Or I can't remember. Yeah, there were no pictures on the computer, but it was just information about the jealousy that they got to be an overseer of a normal vault with no experiments.
I couldn't tell you. There were no pictures. All I have is the name, Teresa Gill, who got her husband into Vault 42, which, by the way, is the location that someone was once stuck in. So there, all the information.
So it was a lie anyways. They were all lying to each other about what was in those vaults.
Oh, absolutely. These individuals in this vault thought they were going to be safe, but instead they were just using experiments to determine the power, the obsessive qualities, the addiction value, and every other statistical variable they could consider about the chems use. These vaults have never told a single truth. Not since the first one I've been in, and not since the dozen I've been in near, around, and since. So I can only make the presumption that most people would make, that this Teresa Gill is either involved in, had information of what was going on in Vault 42, or maybe we're lucky and something happened and Teresa got eliminated, someone else took over, and that person chose to be, well,
Is there
the
any
warden.
other information? Like why they did what they did in that vault?
Now, if you want information from this Vault 43, those details aren't revealed, but I can tell you what I know about Vault Tech and these vaults that people try to claim as sanctuaries or safe havens from the eventual end of the world through nuclear war. Everything is a facade. Everything's a bottom line. Everything's for the sake of research, quality assurance, and survival of those who paid enough money.
I can't tell you how happy I am that my family decided to stay out of those vaults. Well,
And we'll go over to Marcus, be like, just to refresh my memory, when I like joined the group, you guys agreed that we would get a fair share of everything we found. Is that correct?
That is
Because I'm not
good.
hearing anything about
That is-
caps
that is
anymore, and I'm not
good.
seeing caps in my hand.
Look, and as a
Tipper
rabbit-
throws an iguana.
I'll
at
say this.
Pawn.
I think we should share what we find, information and whatnot, but if not everyone agrees with it, that's fine. I will continue to do so, as I think that's
I've
the only way to do
already
it if you're traveling in a
I've-
group.
I
But
need
I-
to know who's behind it.
We'll figure it out.
I need to get to the bottom of it.
We all do.
I do too. I want to know who this person is that was created to look exactly like.
Well, would the answers be in that vault?
There's no way you can go back to that vault.
Why not? Ash.
The amount of radiation, no one would survive. Hell, I've barely survived.
Peggy
There's
will
no
lean
way in hell
in-
I'd go back. And you shouldn't either.
Even if it holds all the answers to the questions that you and I both have, and maybe these well, idiots, as you say, maybe they have too. I don't know. No, I mean, no offense, all that.
Peggy will lean into Sugar while this conversation is going on. You might throw a couple of caps at the kid, and I think he's holding that bat awful funny.
My bad.
Yeah, he'll definitely be like swinging it and then doing some practice swings.
He's getting limber. He's getting ready.
Yeah, he's like doing the trick where he throws it at the ground and catches it again. And he's like, boss, I'm with you guys. I love you guys. You saved my life, but we agreed on a fair
fuck
share.
if you hold
and
out on
I'm
me,
gonna-"
motherfucker.
Exactly. He was like, fair share. I'm not going to attack one of our party members without your explicit permission, but I need to get paid my fair share of caps were found and not distributed fairly. I need compensation otherwise by blood or caps.
I think that's the first time you've referred to us as a party and not a gang.
Don't remind him, Marcus.
I'm positively enforcing him. Good job.
I promise you, I can tell you right now, I do know Sugar very well. At least better than I know the rest of you fuckers. But here, at the end of the day, he is many things. But do think about it. Ever since we've done picked all those corpses, we hadn't really had a moment's rest short of immediately jumping into that vault. I'm sure he has every intention of distributing whatever share he found equally. Whatever that number may be.
Okay. Sugar?
Of course, only he knows that
who's
number.
Rolling? Who's rolling?
As Peggy
Is
kind
it
of
jingle
looks
and
over
jingles
it.
every time he steps? Yeah.
Yeah.
Jingle jangle, clicky clack.
Peggy just kind of looks over at Sugar and smirks a little bit of like whatever that number might be.
I mean,
Get ready for a mass group insight check.
right.
Ah.
I mean,
He is the roguest fucking bard. Sorry.
Sure.
continue.
Well, Sugar,
And
I
Sugar's-
know you probably traveled alone quite a bit, so you're used to keeping everything to yourself for when it may be of use. But you are traveling with a group now.
this may be true, but if I choose to keep what I find, is that not my right to do so? I had never spoke on sharing what I discovered.
I think it is. Just as it's our right to look down on you upon it. Would you not agree with that?
Well, the next time we get into a
Absolutely.
fight, we'll all sit by the side and let you deal with it. And
Oh
then
no,
you can
I don't think
click-
we'll do that. I don't.
Now, come on, boys. Sugar, we all fought that fight. I would say in a situation where we all pitch into something, we all reap the benefits. If it's something you do up on your own, then I would be more inclined.
Of course. Then I suppose you all owe me for the discounted items we got back when we shopped in Fort Stockton.
I didn't buy shit.
But I suppose if we'd rather just do caps directly, by all means, reaches into specifically the vest pockets
Oh no.
and starts pulling out small handfuls of caps. I don't know the exact quantity. I would say about 20 is probably what I found on
Mhm.
is enough for each of you based on what I found from the bodies, but I'll be nice and tip you each 5 caps with that.
I'm more interested in the information that you have on that.
Said he shared everything. I don't think he'd lie about that.
And then-
And insight check.
He's-
He has
This
nothing
fucker-
to gain by
fucker
Kept
lying.
some information.
Fucker
from
took
us
360
before.
caps. He's sitting here giving us 20.
Oh, you remembered? Damn.
yeah.
Fuck yeah, motherfucker.
Just always writes down.
Han will definitely like take it. Are you just actually distributing it, or are you just saying that as your?
I
efficient
pulled
for your
out
pocket?
I pulled out some of it.
Okay.
Like I pulled out about 25 give or take caps. But Sugar's not moving because the moment's really tense. So Sugar's holding like 25 caps. Like
He'll look to Tipper to see if that's an agreeable amount before he does anything.
Yes, it is. It is.
Okay, he'll take the caps. He'll like be
He's
one of the,
like,
yeah. He'll be one of the first
can
ones
hold
to
them.
like put out like his hand for at least his 25, and he's just do you hand it to him?
yeah, the hand comes out. We'll drop
Okay.
the 25 and then reach in a pouch and just, you'll hear click, 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 click to 25, pulls out a handful.
Perfect. He'll take it and then just like, point directly in your face and simply be like, this is the last conversation we're having about this. If you hold out on us from here on out when we should do our fair shares, you're a dead man. And he goes like, you might have a lot of fancy words, but you will be dead by my bat if you lie to us. And then he just simply walks away and then just gets ready for bed. And then
I think Pawn takes Caps very seriously, guys.
While holding another set of 25.
Sugar, you can keep it. I if it seems very important to you that you keep it.
I
So
just want to
it's
know if
fine with
that's
me
all
you-
the information that you have.
When
This is
it's
serious.
involving Vault 42, that's all the Pip-Boy was able to get in the computer from the Overseer. That's all that Vault
42?
43 is able to teach me.
Ash kind of loosens up a little bit because she was very much like leaning forward and very tense, and still had bits of the bottle still in her glove, which now she's picking off and tossing to the ground.
But if you're looking for more information, there's not much more I can give on your particular circumstances. I just know what I learned since the first time I walked out of a vault.
And there was nothing about a master written in that.
Based on my understanding, the best way to put it is Madam Gill would be the Overseer for 42. However, this was more than a century's past.
Would that explain what happened to her?
Who knows? I've heard of vaults that people live and build societies of and flourished underground. Others were experiments one way or another, from chems, maybe
Can't believe this.
cryogenic sleeps, if even. Who knows?
I can't believe this. Do you think there's any more information to be gained by going? I hate to keep circling back to this, but do you think there's any more information to be gained by going back to the vaults either?
Well, when it comes to 43, I scoured all the data I could. And the only mention of 42 in any capacity would be 42 or Gil. Is this small excerpt. Everything else was about this vault in particular. Vault 43.
So we're not done with Vault 43 then.
Vault
At least
43,
I'm not done with it.
If you're looking for answers, Vault 43 won't give them. That much I promise you. If you're looking for answers, to my understanding, based on what Ash said, you would have to go through a massively radiated location in the hopes to find information. That, or you can be lucky enough to come across another vault that might have more information and vault after that vault. Maybe someone's wandering that once saw the vault would know. But to my understanding, only 2 people that we've encountered have any information on this vault. One's got a massive hand sitting back in a fort not too far from here, and the other one is right here.
With her fucking face missing. Peggy says under her breath, smiling.
Okay.
Well,
What time is it about, Overseer? What time? Is it nighttime now?
Yeah, it's
like 5 in the
probably
morning.
about like 3 o'clock. Yeah, about 3 o'clock in the morning, maybe.
Hey, Sugar.
Tipper's gonna look. Go ahead.
Hey, Sugar. Before you head off to bed, come chat with me real quick. She's gonna kind of go off by herself just a little bit to where she's still warm by the fire, but like kind of like leaning up against something to start falling asleep, basically.
I've given you all the information I have. I've offered the caps for those that wish to be reimbursed for their time. I believe the rest is up to you all to sort out at this point.
Tipper's gonna like sort of walk over
I
to.
don't think anything's changed. We don't have enough information to pursue that line of inquiry yet. What we do have is 2 solid leads on 2 things that seem rather important to Peggy and myself.
It's true.
That we do.
So I suggest we get some sleep and set out in the morning.
Okay. That's what I was gonna ask. That's exactly what I was getting ready to say.
I'll
I knew
I'm
we
still
had
a
to
little
follow up on your
I'm still a
story.
little wired from the events. I'm gonna take first watch, just in case those
Okay.
dead bodies attract any unwanted attention.
I will be able to sleep, but no. Well, you know what? I'll take first watch with you if we're gonna do two doubles.
That's good because I can't see in the dark. So
Yeah, well, it's one thing she didn't change about me, so I guess I'll stay up. I don't think I could find it in myself to shut down right now anyway. So
Wish I had more answers. And then Sugar will turn, walk away.
Sugar.
That's where I'm walking to.
Ash doesn't really say anything as everyone's saying, talking about what they're gonna do. She's just still awake and she's kind of in thought, but you could tell that she's very affected by what was just said. So she's just staring. If there is a fire or whatever they set up there, she's just at the camp.
Yes, you do have the fire set up. And then Sugar, you are going to be talking with Peggy. Tipper, you and Marcus are staying up. Pawn, you're sleeping? Okay.
Fawn's like, I got my caps.
Passed out. Yeah.
He's got his caps and his dog. He's got
Yeah.
caps,
Caps
in one hand and Ash in-
While holding the bat still, just get cuddling hands. I'm like,
Exactly.
Payday. Pay me.
where's my money?
Where's my money?
You might not want to cuddle up to the bat. Doesn't the bat have like barbed wire on it?
Oh,
That's why
absolutely.
you coulda let the
Yeah.
handle
Yeah.
fall.
Probably like AIDS and tetanus. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Ew.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Ew.
So, so Peggy, you said you got words to share?
Not a whole lot. I just wanted to tell you, and she's like looking the other direction. I want to trust you.
But
There's not a but. I want to trust you. I'm trying. So meet me halfway, fucker. And she like turns over and like.
I've been waiting halfway for whenever you was ready.
3/4.
I can only walk so far if you don't meet me. Reach out. You got to be willing to trust, though, and you have to mean it. Otherwise, there's no point, right?
I'm trying. I
The ne-
promise.
Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't quite hear you over the sound of the low volume, the cackling fire. You want to speak up a little bit?
God damn it, Sugar. I said I promise I'll. Mother, you know what I said. Mother.
You're all right, Peggy. Sometimes. And then Sugar takes a moment to be like, chill, start walking away, because that's what Sugar does.
Not.
Sugar will kind of take a spot near the fire and strum softly.
And you can hear, as per the usual, Pawn has his Pit Boy on just a little
Or
bit.
my radio.
Yeah, you have it just on just a little bit, just to lull you to sleep as you normally do. And you can hear over the radio, you can hear this singing, some old Elvis Presley tunes. And then the singing, the music abruptly stops. And you can hear this. It's weird. The music is playing very softly. The music abruptly stops. Then you can hear the broadcaster, Rodney Rocket, come over the radio, sounding very afraid. very scared. Guys, if you can hear this, I need you to come back. I think if the radio station's back, I think it's under attack. If anybody else out there listening, I could use your help. The crew's not here. I'm kind of all by myself, and oh no! And you can hear this crashing sound. You can hear these roars. Sounds like possibly some deep-throated. You can hear these roars that possibly super mutants are trying to break into the radio station, and then just barely faintly, Pon, you can hear as this kind of like the roaring and then just the abruptness of the music stopping, you can hear just faintly in the background, you can hear a banging sound and somebody that sounds very familiar to you screaming, "Let me in, help!" And it sounds just like your brother. And that's where we're gonna end it for tonight.
Okay.
Only D'Angelo would laugh. Oh, haha, my brother's in danger. Haha.
I know, right?
Because I just saw
He's
him
gonna be
down in the vault.
like,
How is he over
which
there?
brother? Because I have different feelings about each one of my brothers.
Okay, that is the most.
He goes back to sleep.
That's the realest thing right there. Oh my
I was
god.
about
Oh my
to
God! Is that your?
say-
No, that sounds like Antoine. Never mind.
Yeah.
Fuck that
Fuck
guy.
that dude.
Like, exactly.
He just turns the radio off and goes back to sleep.
Damn it, Antoine, ruining my
Okay.
music.
No
Actually,
biggie.
mad. I was listening to that music. Damn it,
It's time to go to
Antoine.
the next station. It was like, yeah.
I don't like that station anymore. I'd rather get on the radio. Yeah,
Like,
so
can I
thank you.
roll to know which brother? No.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll
Thank
find
you all
out
for-
if he turns the radio off.
Roll to give.
He's like, what a clown.
Oh, that one. Yes, thank you all for tuning in tonight. My name is April Hill. I am the overseer for Vault. You can find us every Monday night here on the Initiative Order at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. We do upload all these videos to YouTube, so you can watch it if you missed the first part of it. If you want to catch up on it, go over to the Initiative Order's YouTube page, subscribe, like, comment, do all the things that you can do over there. Yeah, and you can find me personally at stiletto_assassin on Instagram and stiletto DM on Twitter. Let's go through again with our amazing players tonight, and we'll start with Ash.
Hi guys, I'm Utahime. Again, you can find me at Utahime Cosplay on Facebook, Instagram, here on Twitch, and Brianna DeCosta on Twitter. Catch me tomorrow night, 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern, I believe, on DM_screening for Ecrium Expeditions, where it's the prologue, not epilogue, prologue of the campaign that we just started. So you definitely check it out. That's also too, if you missed any of the previous prologues, please be sure to check out DM_screening on YouTube so you can check out all of those episodes. I'm also going to be on, now I remember, April Templars, D'Angelo's actual like game that he's developed, and using the Cortex, I think, system, which is
Yes.
going to be really, really fun. So definitely you'll see some of us familiar faces in this playtest that's going on Saturday. So definitely tune in. And then also on Sunday, and that's on D'Angelo's channel, so be sure to follow him. And then come back to Initiative Order on Sunday for another episode of why am I blanking on
Evermore.
why am I blanking? Because
You're good. We got you. We got you.
oh my god, Evermore Tales, duh. But it's just like, because I looked at you, April, right when I said it.
I
that's
know.
why.
I like
Evermore
I'm
Tales.
like,
Yes, where I play Yuki.
show.
And it's been an absolute pleasure working with that whole squad. It's such a beautiful story. So please definitely check it out, 2 p.m. Pacific time on Initiative Order.
Yes. All right, Sugar Cyrus.
Greetings all. Oh, hey, what can I say? It's Jay Casual. You can find me on all social media, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at just2 @casual, and on Twitch @casual creativity, where I do storytelling. I tell stories, I write stuff, and I play games. And I'm also going to be part of the Emerald Templar playtest, where I'm going to be living out another part of my anime dream. And speaking of anime, I am in the process of writing my own anime TTRPG inspired by manga, shonen, and so many
Deep breath.
things, where it's a retro futuristic high fantasy setting where you can have ancient dragons and wizards battling out while across the street there's a hipster on his phone swiping to cast spells and rogue AIs, where the internet is an actual thing. You can also catch me tomorrow on the Gilding Light on the season 2 premiere of She is the Ancient, which is a gender-bent Curse of Strahd, where we don't just change the genders, we change the narrative. And you can actually get your own copy on DM's Guild, and we are currently the 5th most popular product on DM's Guild for that. So check it out. If you like Curse of Strahd, you like the horror, but you don't like the fact there's a lot of racism, ableism, and other things, well, She is the Ancient helps fix that narrative. And I think that is it. I feel like I'm missing something, so I apologize to whoever.
Probably. We
I'll
always
leave it on
are.
social, they can find
Sunday.
it.
But next Sunday.
Yeah, there's next Sunday, more Far Realms, and that's. I apologize now. Yes, I think that's it. Casually, of course.
Yes,
Mhm.
apologize. Mhm.
You got me nervous. What am I missing? No,
See, I
I'm
don't.
done.
When you start looking at people, you just it's like and then
Yep,
blink.
no, I'm
Mhm.
good. I'm done. I think I'm done. I'm done. Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna
I'm
take
good.
credit for that. You're welcome.
All right,
Mhm.
on.
Hey everyone, my name is D'Angelo Murillo, and I'm a tabletop RPG performer. You can find me on all social media at @_D'Angelo. I have a lot of projects coming up. On Thursday, I have the first episode of Rune Lapis, which will be on Runaway Robots channel. There's a lot of awesome players that'll be involved with that. So Luna and everyone will be really, really cool. And then on Saturday will be the first of two-parter of Emerald Templars, the playtest. Hopefully it's not super broken and they actually will have a good time, but it should be really enlightening for me because, you know, I'm an amateur game designer. It's my first time ever doing this. Thankfully, Cortex Prime helps out a lot for how to build your own tabletop RPG, but there will be issues, but it'll be fun to have my homies be able to play it and check it out and everything. So it should be really, really cool. And I think that's everything. Yeah, that's me.
All right, and we've got Peggy Sue.
Hi, Taryn Hackett, also known as Val Roop, across the Instagram and eventually the Twitter. And I'm a TTRPG performer, GM here on the Initiative Order for Far Realms every other Sunday, which is a Cult Divinity Lost homebrew hyper horror setting where I purposely scare the pants off of A1 casual.
I am not scared. I'm having an existential crisis. There is a clear difference.
At the end of every session, there's an existential crisis that happens. I am also a dice maker under the moniker of Umbral Oculus Dice. You can follow me on Instagram at UO_dice, or you can support me and check out my shop and go find the link to my TeePublic. At kofi.com/UO_dice as well, because I do have shirts, totes, and other things. And look, I've got stickers, and there's dice. There is possible collabs coming through the pipeline that are really cool. It could be really cool stuff. I do sponsor, I'm officially joining as a sponsor for D'Angelo and a lot of his streams. Yeah, look at this thing. For giveaways, I will be sponsoring DM Screening and doing some D20 giveaways for his streams as well. And I've just got some really cool stuff in the works. And then every Monday, every other Sunday, I'm also in DM Screening his D&D campaign as a Hex Blood Druid. And
Tuesdays.
Tuesday, that's right. We're doing stuff. And then I'm also in the Emerald Templars playtest where I'm going to play a grumpy old cat lady that is a conspiracy theorist. Yeah.
All right, Marcus.
My name is Justin, and I play Mr. Marcus Cole, the slinger of guns, who has taken careful note to not hold out on caps to pawn.
He trusts you guys with all his heart and soul. He just asks you never lie to him
involved,
or
in which case
hold
he's
out
gonna
on him.
bulk you up.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. No taken.
Yeah, Sugar didn't know that until now. No one
Yeah, I
ever
don't think
said
any of us
share.
did. Holy shit!
Well, Sugar was never part of the share with everything. So when
Sure.
Palm was like, "Oh, here's Lucille," Sugar was like, "Oh,
Oh,
my bad."
Here's your caps.
here's your caps. Enjoy.
All you have to do
What
is
had
ask.
happened was
And Alicia Marie Tipper.
Hey everybody, I'm Alicia Marie, and you can find me on socials at Alicia Marie Body. I'm a costume builder, and I play RPGs, and I sometimes throw some fitness stuff out there every now and again. But these days, it's mostly costume building. So if you check out my socials, you can see my latest project. I'm working with Marvel's new game,
Midnight
Suns. Yeah, with 2K. So if you check out my socials, you can see the costume I just made. The characters look really crazy. The designs are insane. So I feel really lucky and blessed to work with them on this. But that's me lately. But thank you for watching.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you all next week for the next episode of Vault. Until then, stay hydrated, get a little wasted, have fun with your friends, and don't take yourselves too seriously. Bye.